we're showing Amir Khan there, but he's a tough guy. And not a fake tough guy like I'm trying to intimidate you. He likes to beat people up. He is genuinely tough, like when it's not going his way against Gamboa, when he got literally shot in the head as an up-and-coming fighter and drove himself to the emergency room. That's a tough guy.
You know what? He's the most competitive guy that I've ever met in my life. Honestly, you can't even play a domino game with him without putting $1 million up. You know, you can't even play basketball with him without putting $1 million up, right?
We went head up a few
it's
times.
crazy. I said, bro, hey, I'm not in that field, bro. I don't have that much confidence.
Know
in
who else you
myself.
hear stories like that about? Michael Jordan. Crawford trying to be the Michael Jordan of boxing. All right, guys, time for the weigh-in. Crawford and Amir Khan.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it all.
Welcome back. It is now time to weigh in our main event, a WBO World Title fight.
I'm going to take it down once the fighters come out.
Welcome the challenger from Bolton, Great Britain, Amir.
I'm interested to see what Khan looks like. Okay, looks strong. Great shape. The beard is gone.
On the scale, please.
I wouldn't have recommended it. Yo, he looks phenomenal.
146.6.
He looks phenomenal. Ooh, but then again, you know,
the champ
he can get knocked
from
out.
Omaha, Nebraska, Terence "Bud" Crawford.
Always in great shape.
Let's have you up on the scale.
Oh, my bad.
On the scale. 146.4 for Crawford.
All right, they're going to stare each other down in a second, guys. Do you get anything from this, from a stare down and away, and you take anything from it?
Take a little bit from it. I mean, I was the type of guy where, you know, I wanted to look through a guy, I wanted to let him know, yo, I'm here. And I always had a rule. I'm not breaking first. We can stand here until the fight tomorrow night. I'm not turning, and that's how Terence Crawford is.
I was the same way, but you know what? I just got to say, Terence Crawford, he turns it on. As soon as he gets the foot in the ring, he going to turn it on. But right now, I can see him turn it on right now. Woo, look at the piercing eyes right there from Terence Crawford. He's trying to look through his soul right now.
You know, it's funny because we talk about, like, look at his eyes, and you guys are champions of the world, experienced
Khan
fighters.
looks great.
It's not just something that fans or pundits say. When you look at the truly great
Khan
boxers
looked away
throughout
first.
history, their eyes are wide open and on their opponents.
Khan looked away first.
That's a 29-second stare down there. By the way, Sugar Ray Leonard, Pernell Whitaker, Floyd Mayweather, Andre Ward. Tim, when you were at your best, eyes wide open and on their opponents.
Here, let's talk. I am extremely hyped for this fight. I was supposed to get out there today, man, but motherfucking I didn't factor in that it's Easter and it's 420 weekend. This fight should be pretty lit, or at least that area is going to be. I'm interested to see what the ticket sales are going to look like tomorrow. Now, I got a chance to check them out earlier. As you know, it's the weigh-in. Tomorrow's the fight. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. Let's wait for both fighters are going to do their interviews. I don't expect for them to be talking any shit or anything. But nonetheless, I'm hyped. You know, Amir Khan is looking phenomenal. And once again, the question is, what if Amir Khan doesn't get knocked out? What if the fight goes the distance? Amir Khan has never lost, has been losing on the cards before he got knocked out. Even the commentators, you know, Andre Ward, let's listen in a little bit.
Position. That's the reason why people have him as a pound-for-pound best fighter in the game. You got to be smart, guys.
Mark Kriegel with his opponent, Amir Khan.
Thank you, Max. Amir, it was a long, hard road for you back from Canelo. Got this shot again. What does it mean to you?
You know, this means everything to me, my career. I've worked very hard for this opportunity. Once again, the Canelo fight, you know, if you look back at it, I was doing well in the fight. He was just too big physically. I think if he hit any lighter weight with that shot, he would have probably knocked them out. But I just want to say that this is my opportunity. This is my time now where I'm going to grab it with both hands. I've got the opportunity once again to fight for one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. And to fight for another world title. I've trained my heart, you know, I've trained very hard for this, and I'm going to be more than ready.
Unlike Canelo, you're not giving away weight. You say you're the bigger guy. You have the more impressive names on your resume. How do you beat Terence Crawford?
It's all about being smart. It's all about sticking to a game plan. Virgil Hunter, my trainer, is he's given me a great game plan to follow. I have to stick to that throughout the whole fight. And I have to be very smart. I have to be one step ahead of Terence throughout the whole fight. If he wants to put pressure on and fight me, then he can do that, and I have answers for that. If he wants to go out on his back foot and try to box me, then we know how to box as well. So, we're just going to be smart in there. We're going to do what we've been told to do, what I've been told to do in training camp. And training camp has gone great. Working with different type of styles. If he wants to go southpaw, orthodox, I'm going to have answers for everything.
Thank you, Amir. Bernardo's with the champ.
Thank you, Mark.
What if Khan
Amir
don't get
Khan,
knocked
this
out?
fight is about proving he is an elite fighter. Terence, for you, what's this fight about?
That I'm the #1 welterweight in the division.
Now, when you look at Amir Khan, you've scouted him well. What does he do well in the ring?
Well, he's fast. He boxes real well. He got good legs.
Describe what success would be for you tomorrow night.
It'd be joyful. I want to put on a great performance. I'm just ready to go out there and display my talent.
How important is it for you to prove that you're the best pound for pound right now?
Well, that's not important. It's important to myself, personal. I would say to myself to put on a great performance because it's me telling myself that I'm a great fighter.
That you are. With Terence Crawford, we'll send it back to Max.
And stay tuned, because at the top of the hour, Max on Boxing, brand new, and by the way, very special live edition. I'm going to have Crawford and Amir with me right off.
Okay, I'm going to have to cover that too. I mean, Terence Crawford, he's on pay-per-view now. I understand he don't want to come across as being fake and, being all like that. But it's like, my God, brother. Like, and I'm not the only one saying this. The ESPN commentators, the writing staff, people are like, yo, he's got to, like, like, you're a showman too. For crying out loud. But what do we think this pay-per-view buys are going to do? A lot of people are talking about the fight now. The buzz is there now a little bit. But what are the buys going to do? 200K? Is that a success for this fight? We have been hit with so many pay-per-views, this year. And if you count December, Wilder versus Fury, Pacquiao Broner, January, March, Spence Garcia, April this. And Pacquiao's returning. So his next fight is going to be on pay-per-view in June or July if it's Keith Thurman. Right? We're going to get May off, thank God, because Canelo's now fighting on the zone for $9.99 a month, for $20 a month, if you don't get the yearly subscription. So, as I said, here's the card. It's going to be Felix Verdejo versus Brian Vasquez, Shakur Stevenson versus Christopher Diaz, Teofimo Lopez versus Edis Tatley, and Terence Crawford versus Amir Khan. We're going to be here after the fight for post-fight content. It's going to be a very, very busy day. We're covering all of this stuff. Also, remember, you have Danny Garcia versus Adrian Granados, Andy Ruiz versus Alexander Dmitrienko. So expect those fights, those free TV, PBC on Fox fights to be over, likely before Teofimo Lopez and Edis Tatley step into the ring. It's going to be really interesting to see where the winner of this fight goes, whether, they go to fight Kell Brook or not. Because it looks like if Amir Khan loses, he can still go fight Kell Brook. But Kell Brook is in New York right now. And would you entertain Terence Crawford versus Kell Brook? If he beats Amir Khan, and remember, I'm talking about because PBC fighters will likely not fight him. They'll fight each other before they fight him. Because it looks like to me that PBC, is trying to build their fighters up and not fight Terence Crawford to make sure that when their fighters fight him, if they fight him, Terence Crawford would be the B side and have to come over to Showtime. That's what it seems like to me, especially with Errol Spence. So in the meantime, Terence Crawford, they got to find him credible opponents. Let's see what Andre Ward is talking about before we bounce.
All night, and I believe he will show it because if you look at the course of his career, in the biggest moment, that's what he does. And a lot of people say, Well, he hasn't fought anybody. He doesn't have a named opponent. But look what he did to the guys that he did fight. He treated them like he was supposed to treat them. Let's see if he can do the same to Amir Khan.
Crawford's fought a lot of good fighters.
The best that he could
to be able to get one of the star top 5 pound-for-pound types or top 10 pound-for-pound fights in the ring with him in their best weight class. Postol was almost one of those guys, not quite, and he beat the hell out of Postol.
Well, Max, that's the reason why I call Crawford the Candy Man, because nobody wants to mention his name. Not even the other networks want to talk about it on air. You know, Crawford is one of those guys that is most feared in boxing, man. He's one of
They at PBC act like he does not exist. They act like he don't exist. Same thing like LDBC acts like I don't exist. So I call him out on their shit. So therefore, Terence Crawford's got a call. Listen, we know that he wants the Errol Spence fight. But he's got to be like, after this fight, listen, this post-fight interview, he's got to go hard. In the post-fight interview after, if he beats Amir Khan, he's got to go hard. I wish I would have went, man. I couldn't know. Oh. But we are going to the next big top ring fight. I'm not going to tell you yet. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live on FightView360.com. I'm glad the fight is here because, honestly, I'm tired of talking about it. All links to my social media are right down below in the description box. Please subscribe.